Welcome, everybody. Today is a day of celebration. We are celebrating the Los Angeles Chargers' arrival to El Segundo. Yes, that deserves a round of applause. With a state-of-the-art training facility.
It wasn't that long ago that we were standing just up the road here where SoFi was, and it was just a big hole with a big pile of dirt, and you saw what that has turned into. And now we're here about to put some shovels in the ground and get started here, and I just can't tell you how excited I am. I really believe within the next 2 years what you're going to see is going to be magnificent. It's more than just a building to us.
It's more than the four walls or the walls you see that define what the space is. It's an icon for what this franchise is and where we want to be.
We want people to say, this is an NFL training facility that's appropriate for LA, that could only really exist in LA.
The building being built the way it has been, it's our building.
Feels like it's in perpetual movement. It's relating back to the players on the field.
Second floor up there, that's the third floor.
Key components of the design of the building was to be able to expand every football room.
I think it's a great opportunity for us. You know, the front office, they've made a huge commitment to us and really looking forward to what we can do here.
A facility like this is state of art. Putting the shovel in the dirt, I feel it. For them to believe in us like this.
The players are going to get the best of everything in order to help them succeed on the field. Ultimately, that's what a fan wants. They want their team to win.
No stone was left unturned, no resource was ever cut back. How did we give them an experience worthy of the commitment and effort they make to the team and what it means to winning and ultimately winning a Super Bowl?
Let's have a day here. We're having a day here.
This building marked with new leadership, all coming together at an exciting time.
This was designed by football people who knew exactly what they were doing.
It does feel like a new beginning for Chargers football.
The timeline was always get it ready and open for training camp 2024. We kind of worked backwards from there. We broke ground with the earthwork, is what we call it, right? Grading the site, while at the same time we're still putting the finishing touches on the design.
I always like to go back to the basics, you know, because these buildings don't necessarily just start out with final fun renderings. They don't start that way. They start in, you know, real super sketch form, even less than this. You know, this was like one of the very early on sketches that one of our designers had, and I think it's really important. We had maybe 10 of these, and this one just kind of struck with us.
The unique thing about working on training facilities for teams is that it's very personal. You know, when you do a stadium, it's their show place, but when you're talking about the training facility, this is their home.
You see a lot of new facilities being done, and it's very important to every one of them that their brand is represented in the facility.
How do you take the signature element of this organization that faces the public, which is our bolt and electricity, and how do you embed that into an architectural design?
We're trying to show how that's done within the way that we treat the facade. You know, the idea of dynamic movement and motion and excitement, but also doing it in a really modern and clean way.
It's truly uniquely Southern California, and it's uniquely Chargers. When you think of Chargers, you think of, you know, the lightning bolt, right? A sleek, a sharp design. When you look at this building, I think it's exactly that.
And then from there on, the actual architecture of the building, right? Well, there were some set requirements that we couldn't live without, like 3 football fields.
Overall, we got 220,000 square feet. We're doing about 48,000 each day. So we should wrap up Friday, started Monday, a 5-day process.
We've been living on, for the last 7 years, less than 2. So to be able to have that full third field and just even a full second is incredible.
This is Tahoma 31. We chose it because it's tough, it recovers quickly, it tolerates colder temperatures, so try to enhance player safety and still keep the streamlined look. So it starts with, we'll have semis come over, drop off the rolls. We'll have 2 groups laying the sod, another handful of guys going over there, pulling seams, getting all the edges tight. And a secondary crew that's always working the grade, making sure everything's level. We don't lose grade, get any lulls, low spots, high spots. And yeah, just rinse and repeat.
We do lots of not only NFL, but we do a lot of college and university big ones where we do their big performance facilities as well. And quite honestly, the colleges are kind of ahead of the NFL. Now the NFL has finally decided that, hey, we have to compete for players as well. And players really want to know, number one, where am I practicing? What kind of rehab and prehab am I going to have to keep myself healthy? If I'm not healthy, I'm not on the field.
Keeping in mind wanting to keep our players healthy and being able to play as many games as they can throughout the season, that was one of the keys in building the space out. Treatment, being connected with hydrotherapy, right? We have a cold plunge, hot plunge, we have a hydro works. We also have an exterior pool, right, for additional rehabbing, right, where they can, do laps or walk back and forth as needed. All of that focus around recovery. In certain instances, we've doubled, tripled the size, say, of our weight room. It's key to stay in communication with those leaders, right, within those different groups, to make sure we're meeting their needs, their requirements. Those discussions with Coach Herbert, with Marco, those were held from the very beginning.
It was, Coach Herb, share your vision. And then we came in, had the chance to be in the space, talk about what was going to go where. And then over time, you just get a really good feel for how it's all going to set up to maximize the space and most importantly, maximize what we're going to get done on a daily basis. So I want it to feel open. I want it to feel just the magnitude of this space. It's an incredible space.
The best part is the combination of the indoor and outdoor training space. The guys being able to be in the sun, and they always say, they'll look at me and, Coach Herb, shirts off? I say, sun's out. It's the old adage. Sun's out, guns out, no doubt. The flexibility, the indoor-outdoor space, just the breeze, just the sun, it's different.
Chargers were very, very interested in making sure that it was simple for the players so they know right where they're spending their day and they have the ability to move in that area without any disruption. But it's all very well thought out from a circulation standpoint. And I think of all the buildings we've done, this one, I believe, is probably one of the very best. And then we have all the meeting rooms and the coaches on the second floor.
You've got a split wing happening. So you've got the players' meeting rooms right above their locker rooms and training areas. And then when you go to the north, you've got all of the coaches and staff and all of their office spaces here. It was really important to the Chargers to sort of have this division, but also center around a place where you can eat.
Chargers announced in March that Wolfgang Putt Catering will oversee food and beverage operations. They're very creative and have high standard meal ideas and ingredients.
This is the first of us. We never partner or being a part with any on the sport team.
We do a lot of business lunches and we also do fine dining. One is usually, oh, this is very much business, and one is this is very much fine dining. The Chargers asked us to come in here and do a mixture of both.
With the Chargers, it was unique. We work with the nutrition and understanding clean eating to make sure the players to be in 100% where they need to be.
You want to really think of your clientele as like family that you're welcoming in. With that, we want to talk to every player. We want to know, what foods do you like? What can we put on the menu in 3 weeks when we're doing that rotation? And not only are we providing nutritious food, We're also providing comforting food. When Wolfgang Puck started Spago, one of his signature items was pizza. We're using a similar recipe to what Spago is using to make sure that we have that quality of food prepared here for the players. We want the players to feel like they could come in and they can really get any of their needs. With the new coaching staff, there is a sense of greatness that we not only want to bring, but that we want to be a part of this growth to a championship.
Preseason officially starts today with the opening of training camp.
Live in El Segundo at the Chargers' brand new facility.
This is top-notch, sparkling, brand new.
They're excited to show it to their fans.
You just feel this new energy.
Yeah, take that reception. There you go. Nobody. Bring it in, bring it in. Half moon it around here. It's like christening the ship. Yeah, let's christen the ship.
Let's go, man.
Yeah.
And you know, this is a whole new era with Harbaugh. It's going to be a fast and strong and competitive team, and I think that's going to be something that the Bolt is going to bring.
This thing different, coach.
We got to use it. We got to use it.
Every resource, coach. Every resource.
Everything at our fingertips, right here. Yeah, it's incredible. It's amazing. I mean, not only is it things are going to jump out of you, how beautiful it is, aesthetically. I mean, there's a lot of part of the days where I'm just thinking, just how can we utilize this facility? How can we get anything and everything, to help us win games?
It's a first-class NFL training facility, built for the highest caliber athletes.
The statement it makes is our commitment as an organization, our commitment to winning.
Put them up to all those that created this, designed this.
It's hard not to be blown away about what an enormously talented group of people have accomplished and how we had a vision a couple of years ago and how they saw it to fruition, and here it is.
It's been years in the making, late nights, blood, sweat, tears, all of that. And yeah, when we actually start, using it the way it's intended, it's going to be surreal.
I think this is going to be something that not just we, the organization, our staff and friends and partners and others and family can be proud of, but all of LA and all of the South Bay.